What's going on, everyone? It's Nick, and I'm here to congratulate Chris Paul on finally making his first ever NBA Finals appearance, and to the Phoenix Suns for making it for the first time since 1993. The last time that the Suns made it to the NBA Finals, my mom was still pregnant with me. And fun fact, one of our family friends actually suggested to my parents that they name me Charles, but because of the Japanese side of my family, that was too hard of a name for my grandparents to pronounce because of the R sound, so that's why we went with Nicholas. Before we go any further, if you could please like the video, that'd be much appreciated. Really helps out with the YouTube algorithm, only takes 1 second. And if you're new here, if you could please subscribe, that'd be much appreciated. If you could please hit that notification bell, that'd also be much appreciated. This isn't just a basketball channel, this is a sports channel. Although I've primarily been doing basketball content during the NBA playoffs. In fact, about 98% basketball content during the NBA playoffs. I cover baseball and football on this channel too, though, if you're new here. But anyways, so the Phoenix Suns just beat the Clippers in 6 games on their home floor, blew them out in game 6. But you know what, though? I'm not here to bash the Clippers. I'm not here to slander them at all. Were there things they could have done better in this series? Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially when they lose by 27. But you know what, though? The fact that they went into Utah in game 5 without Kawhi and then finished the series in game 6. To win those 2 games without Kawhi, that's already impressive enough. And to be able to go 6 games in the Western Conference Finals and without Kawhi and no Serge Ibaka throughout these playoffs, I would say that Clipper Nation definitely should be able to hold their heads high, even though I can definitely understand the frustration. And yeah, going down 2-0 3 times in a row, yeah, you can only overcome that so much. I get it. But with that said, still, I think that you guys definitely should be proud of what this team was able to accomplish this season. No Clipper team has ever been to the conference finals, so for that, if I'm a Clippers fan, I think I'd still look back on this season and feel proud of what this team has been able to accomplish. And Paul George in game 6, yeah, he just looked gassed. He did all that he can to keep the Clippers season alive in game 5, but just didn't have enough left in the tank for game 6. And it tells me that, yeah, he's best suited as a number 2. But even with that said, I think that if I'm a Clippers fan, I would be eternally grateful for Paul George for the fact that he got this team to the conference finals. And Chris Paul, 41 points in a legacy-defining game. In my last video, I said that Chris Paul doesn't get it done in this series. Yes, it's going to take a hit on his legacy, but he answered the call. If you could please watch that video too, that'd be much appreciated. I'm going to leave a card up there. Well, actually, I think I pointed with the wrong finger or whatever. But anyways, Chris Paul, 41 points in this game. Gonna clap it up for Chris Paul. Absolutely phenomenal. Still has to get it done in the finals though for me to even think about calling him a top 5 point guard of all time. But is his place as a top 10 point guard of all time secured? Absolutely 100%. And he's elevated this team like we've seen him do for every other team he's ever played for. And we even saw Devin Booker in there being a leader. The impact that Chris Paul has had on Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton, we can all see it right in front of our eyes now. Being healthy against teams that weren't healthy, did that help the Suns? Yes, absolutely. But still, nonetheless, even with that said, it is what it is. You play who's in front of you. You have no control over what other teams do. So I still think that Suns fans have every reason to be celebrating right now. And for the Clippers, yeah, Marcus Morris had a great game. But yeah, like I said, Paul George looked tired. Terrence Mann didn't fill up the box score, but always going to respect how much effort he puts up. And DeMarcus Cousins had a great game off the bench with 12 points in 14 minutes. Well, he was only 3 of 8, but, well, he made 4 out of 5 free throws, but I guess great is a bit of an overstatement, but he at least wasn't bad in this game, I would say. And Patrick Beverley, come on. When you do all that yapping, I don't know what Chris Paul said, but whatever he said, for you to push him from behind, come on. That's being a sore loser. Like, if he did something to you, if he hit you first and you're defending yourself, fine. But one little word and you push him from behind when he can't see you, that's a cowardly move in my eyes. I don't know how you could be a real man and be pushing someone from behind when they can't see you. But aside from that though, yeah, and the fact that they lost by 27, like they made a couple of runs, but then Chris Paul just destroyed them in the 4th quarter and that was the icing on the cake. Still though, Clipper Nation, I do think you should hold your heads high, and Suns fans, congratulations. I'm sure it's probably unlikely that any Suns fans are going to be watching this, but if there are any, congratulations. But you still have a job to finish, and with the Eastern Conference, we're going to have to see. Now, from what I heard, no structural damage to Giannis's knee, but I'm still going to be very surprised if he does play Game 5. So Game 5 with Trae Young injured, not sure if he's going to play, and Giannis I think is unlikely to play. You hate to see those kind of circumstances, but I guess it just is what it is. But I do think that this is the Suns' finals to lose. So, alright, that's it for now. Yeah, short video, and I don't think I'm really going to be heavily editing this because I don't have a lot of time on my hands right now. But I just want to get this out there and, to say congratulations to the Phoenix Suns, especially for Chris Paul to finally get over the hump, finally make it to the finals after years and years and years of disappointment. I do still stand by the fact that Chris Paul is still definitely not a top 5 point guard of all time though. Top 10 of all time, definitely penciled in, but top 5, he's going to still need to win the finals for me to even consider that. But I can at least consider putting him over Gary Payton and John Stockton. I'm not all in on saying he is by now, but I can at least consider it now. And also got to shout out DeAndre Ayton, doing a really good job shedding that bust label that he's been given. I mean, I think it was too early to call him a bust anyways, but I mean, he's still not better than Luka or Trae Young, okay, but he's definitely getting there towards really being able to shed that bust label. And Devin Booker, okay, he didn't have his best game in Game 6, but the Suns won, that's what matters, and Devin Booker is coming a long way, not just with his skill, but also with the intangibles. And I also got to give Jay Crowder a shout out for the game that he had. And for the Clippers, yeah, once again, I say hold your heads high. And also, I think Kawhi is definitely coming back. There isn't a doubt in my mind. He wanted to come back to LA in the first place, and this team got to the conference finals without him, so there's no doubt in my mind that he's staying. I think that they're going to run it back next year. Maybe a few adjustments here and there at their roster, but at least with the core that they have now, at least most of the core that they have now, yeah, they're going to try to bring back as much as possible. So, alright, that'll do it for now. If you could please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment your thoughts, that'd be much appreciated. And, yeah, once I get this language test done in a few days, then, yeah, I'm going to be going a lot harder with these videos. So, stay tuned for that, alright? I'll talk to you next time. Peace.